Hello, everyone. My name is Afreen Rahman.
And hi, everyone. My name is Manav.
And together today, we bring you another episode of Product Today. Now, Product Today is a series where we chat with our all-star product leaders from various tech and non-tech backgrounds. Here, we'll talk everything from breaking into the industry and setting career goals to collaborating with diverse product leaders and knowing where to pivot. So basically everything product management. And in today's episode, we are going to talk about career progression in the field of product management. So everyone who wants to know where to start from and where to go in their career ladder in 2 years, 3 years, 5 years of time, definitely this is the episode to watch out for. And to discuss all of this, this career entire path. Today we have our in-house expert and again our CEO, Mr. Manavendra Singh with us. So welcome Manav once again to the show.
Glad to be back on the show, Afreen.
Well, it's always a pleasure to have you. I think our episode 1 did really, really well. And now I think our listeners and viewers want to know more about the field of product management. And here I would want to ask if, for example, anyone wants to transition into the field of product management, or let's say they have 1 or 2 years of experience, how do they get into this field and what is there to be expected for people who are already into the field of product management?
Yeah, sure. So how do you get into this field, Afreen? Maybe we'll cover that in another video because it's a very long topic. This video, we'll focus on the career progression of a product manager, because if you are wanting to get into this field, you need to have some idea about what does this career progression look like, right? So usually, generally in most companies, you would start as a product manager. In product companies, you would start as a product manager, and there are no certain education qualification. But typically as a product manager, when you become a product manager, you have some bit of experience behind you, right? So maybe you would have worked for 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, and you transition into a product management role. However, there are people that I've seen who straight away out of college enter product management. So there, that I see the usual designation that people start with is called associate product manager, right? So that is basically the path to becoming a product manager. But if you have let's say 4, 5, 6 years or 10 years of experience, let's say you typically start as a product manager. Yeah. So that's the first path. Now, after you have become a product manager, the next step for you in the ladder is senior product manager. So you become a senior product manager. So you become a senior product manager typically, let's say in a year or 2 years, or it could be 3 years. And the most important thing here, Afreen, is that this is not a typical career progression that you would become from PM to like SPM. In some companies, big tech companies, like say Flipkart or Amazon, there might be levels at those PM levels, etc. For example, at Flipkart, you might have PM or PM1 or PM2, right? And Microsoft, you might have, let's say, PM3 as well. So the goal is that organizations just don't want to, large tech organizations just don't want to move people directly from PM and just say that now you're a SPM and you need to wait for 3 years to get there. So you would have PM, PM1, PM2, etc. However, in mid-size or startups, funded startups, typically people that you don't have PM1, 2, etc. You directly move from, let's say, product manager to a senior product manager, right? So let me know if, as a user, if you were able to understand these two differences.
Absolutely. I think the opportunity to become a product manager in startup now really sounds more exciting, because I think that acceleration becomes much, much better. So basically is what I have understood as a layman is that we require 4 to 5 years of experience just to enter into the field of product manager. And then there is no such, as per your skills and as per your talents, the progression moves ahead. Right, Manav?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. And once you become a senior product manager, then the next, and you become a senior product manager once you have shown some success, that you launched a product and it became really successful. You launched a feature that, helped the company retain its user or decrease the churn or increase revenue, one of the parameters that's cited. After that comes Afreen, that after senior product manager, the next role is usually director of product management, right? And this is what everybody shoots for, because everybody, now this is where you are not only an individual contributor, because even as a PM or SPMs, a lot of time you are like, you don't have a team of bunch of PMs reporting to you. And SPM you might have, but still you might not as well. But as a director of product management, for sure you will have product managers, PMs and SPMs reporting to you. So your goal is then to set the vision of the product team. Let's say that you're director or product manager for a particular vertical, let's say customer experience or user onboarding. So then you will have a PM in user onboarding who will be taking care of X thing, and PM who will be taking care of Y thing, and you might have a senior PM as well who will be taking care of another thing. So you are now then responsible for the end-to-end journey or the user or the product that you're building in that particular field, and that's what you do as a director of product management.
So basically, as a director, we become as a stakeholder of the company, and the entire vision of the company, I believe you are communicating to your product leader.
Yeah, so let me put it more precisely, a part of the product.
Okay.
Yeah, so not of the entire company or the entire product. As a director of product management, you would be, let's say in Flipkart, you would be director of product management for, let's say, checkout experience.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. So in checkout, there are a lot of different, or supplier side, or you could be like.
So for every, in a way, for layman, for every feature, we are directors, and then we are working on different features.
Yeah. So basically, sub product. Let me put it that way, because product managers are the people who are building features, but director is taking care of the entire experience. Right? A category. It could be even category. For example, if you are a product manager at, let's say, Make My Trip, you could be a product manager for, let's say, hotels, right? And how do I give a better hotel experience or checkout experience? So it could be arranged in any way, but you are taking care of a team of product managers.
Yeah, I believe this makes more sense. So do we stop at being a director of product manager, or do we move ahead?
The journey keeps on going ahead, Afreen. After that, you have, in large companies, you have something called VP of product management, right? Some startups might not have director of product management, or could possibly directly have, let's say, VP of product management. But in large typical organizations, you would have VP of product manager, who would have a couple of directors reporting to them. Right? Let's look at Google's product management structure. So Google would have like Gmail as a product, right? Gmail as a product would have a director. So director of product management for Gmail. Yeah. Okay. And director of product management at Gmail would have multiple Gmail PMs or SPMs who will be taking care of different aspects of Gmail. Now, Gmail and possibly, let's say, Google Hangout or Google, Google Meet or another product. These would have 4 or 5 directors who would be reporting to, let's say, director of VP of consumer products at Google.
All right.
Right? So this will be VP of consumer products. Now, Google would have, let's say, VP of B2B products, which will be Google Cloud, etc. So that VP will have multiple directors under him or her, and they will be taking care of that set of products. So here, as a director of product, you take care of one specific product end to end for the company.
For the company.
Right? Sorry. And as a VP of product, you take care of a set of products. So I was talking about VP of product, you take care of a set of products for the company.
For the company. All right. So, and this is where it ends, or do we have more succession going on in the career path?
That's the best we think about this path, that it keeps on, growing. After VP of product, you would have an SVP of product, right? Now, SVP of product, you would usually have, let's say, you have consumer products. Now you have multiple products. Like Google has so many products. Facebook has so many different products, right? So you would have an SVP of product to whom possibly a VP of consumer, VP of, I just spoke, VP of B2B business or consumer enterprise business or enterprise products. And you could have VP of, let's say, mobile product, because you would know Google has so Pixel. Yeah. Pixel is a Google phone.
And I was in a glitch for a moment.
Yeah. So Google Pixel. Yeah. So you would have multiple VPs who are taking care of different. So you would have, let's say, hardware product. You would have software product. You would have AR product or VR product. So you would have Google self-driving car. All of these then VPs report to the SVP, right? Or you would possibly have multiple SVPs as well for different divisions. And then finally, these SVPs, 3 or 4 or 5, would then report into the CPO, which is the Chief Product Officer of the company, right? Who is essentially taking care of setting the product vision that and pivoting and strategizing with the CEO, and is working closely with the CEO and the SVPs as well.
All right. So this seems really, I think very daunting as the way things are progressing in the company. But I think it gives you a very, very clear feature of how at least you can grow as a product manager. And absolutely, there is growth in terms of, I think, roles and positions in the field of product management. And it gives you a good insight of the kind of, I think, tasks you need to perform and the duties and responsibilities right down to reporting, what you've just explained in your entire explanation to us. Well, it has been an absolutely, I think, very clear explanation of how to proceed into this entire field of product management. And hopefully it will give our listeners and our viewers a very, very clear view of this entire chart of that we are going, this hierarchy in the field of product management. So thank you, Manav, so much for explaining it into just simple language for all of us to understand.
Awesome. It was a pleasure being here, Afreen. Thank you so much.
So looking forward to many more sessions with you, Manav, and I'm sure our audiences will enjoy it as much as they've enjoyed the previous session and this session. Well, to join and get more updates in the field of product management, do like the session, click on the subscribe button and the bell icon so that you can get more notifications every time the Product Today episode comes on air. Well, this is Afreen Rahman and Manavendra Singh signing off from today's session.
Take care, everyone.
Take care. Bye-bye.